Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of the Frequent Answers and Questions podcast. This is probably somewhere around episode 65, 69, something like that.
69.
Does it mean we're any better at the show? No. Did we start season 2 because we have more to say about different things and we think we've elevated to a new level? We have not. We are the same crew of shitty people that we've always been. So let me do some introductions. We have Nathaniel Bamman over here to the right wearing the Arizona shirt.
Hey, everybody.
He remembered that he was on a podcast there. He said some words. You're still the tax man.
Still a tax man.
That's good.
Somehow.
Well, you used to say you weren't.
Always a tax man.
Kept the license.
Nick DiCarlo, another wearer of glasses.
Yes, I do like the glasses.
Just keeping with that trend. Colorado's favorite dirtbag.
Hey, folks.
How do you feel about Colorado 20 years later?
Still a dirtbag spot. So, being a favorite dirtbag of the dirtbag place.
Well, you haven't been in a while, so there's no...
Yeah, and we're gonna, get lit up in the comments about that.
A lot of big fans of Denver out there.
People love sucking Colorado's dick.
Mm-hmm. But hey,
frankly.
It's not as bad as...
Why is Colorado a male? Why do you assume he's a boy?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. What if we just had a sex change?
I mean, it's difficult to suck a clit.
3 minutes in, Nick's already stumbling over his words and throwing out how he doesn't know how clits work. We have Matt Miller and Gregory Lloyd over here in the baby blue shirt. Greg, can you scoot over just a little bit so you can be more
Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
in the main...
Okay, doing the restart.
In the main screamals. No, Nick, we don't restart anymore. Season 2 is the season of 0 restarts. We just roll with it. And speaking of roll with it, that is one of our segments. Not the segment that we're getting into today. Another segment change. Speaking of today, today's the what, Nick?
7. Nope. 11. Nope. 12.
I was going to say, I think it's like the 12th.
Yeah. Fun fact about yesterday. Yesterday was an anagram of the date.
Oh. I didn't think about that at all.
1, 2,
2, 1.
1, 1. 2, 1.
I never knew how anagrams work.
Yeah.
What are anagrams again? They're like the
Same forward and backwards.
Yeah,
Like race car.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Do you think like all of the like this? No, I was gonna say Sagittarius bullshit. Do you think like all of the why am I down with the astrology?
Yes.
Stuff. I almost say astronomy on accident and sound stupid. Do you think they probably said a lot of stuff about today because it's an anagram? I bet they did.
I'm gonna piss off some more people. I don't think that most of the astrology people are smart enough to know what an anagram is, so they don't really much care about it.
Or at least the ones who. I bet there are some astrology people who do know what it is, and they made a bunch of money off of it.
Probably.
And every other astrology people are like, it wasn't in the stars for me. Fuck, not my fault.
Sorry, my Mercury is in retrograde, so
That's where Mercury is
retrograding.
going on the outside of the circle, right?
Have you seen Mercury's orbit? It's all over the place, man.
It's like a power pedal.
No, I don't know. I know all of the. If you were to ask me if they were all the same, I would say yes. But then
astrologists, bro.
I took some astronomy and I fucking sucked at it.
Some trajectories of planets or something.
Yes.
This is
So
why I don't work for NASA.
60 seconds in, we're way off topic already.
Yeah, it's fine. This is what I was. This is what people are expecting.
Yes, the people that are clamoring for this.
Greg,
Reasons why we.
so we can be like this. I see what Greg's doing. We do have 2 cameras going, as you can see. We have the main one over here, second one over there. The second one over here is only going to be used if people are either pointing at it or slapping each other in a way that it's better to see the slap. See from here, if I were to slap you like that, it's not.
The mics are gonna pick that up, so don't slap too hard.
If Nathaniel slapped you from that way,
Can we use it as like an office reaction cam? Like somebody says something and we just like,
we could record some clips later and like we just like watch it and be like, yeah, it wasn't good. That was about it. Well, thank you all for joining us. Okay, we do have some things that we're going to get to, and the main one being topic of the show / combination of Nick's soapbox. And also I'm taking over Nick's soapbox. I'm not from here anymore. Okay,
One day.
I don't live here. I live in a land where everyone's just all over the place. Well, okay, you're right. I don't live here. Fuck me. You're right. That was incorrect. I don't live here anymore, guys. The traffic's really bad where I live. And I came back, and I'm like, traffic seems like it's just as bad now here. I would like to talk about your feelings about traffic. When is traffic actually bad? What's your I don't know, your overall opinions of bad traffic? How do you avoid traffic? And why does everybody here want to fight me?
Hey, Matt.
I've gotten in at least 3 honking matches.
First of all, say where you're at and where are we currently?
Oh, that's very true. I'm sorry, everybody. I'll put it at the top. We are in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am from Dallas, Texas. Dallas has a few more people per capita, as they say.
More people per capita?
So the main problem with Dallas drivers. That's some astrology bullshit right there. So the problem with Dallas drivers is that you have the people who hate everybody and the people who are actually just dumb as fuck. The dumbest drivers you've ever seen in your life, they're not just going like 45 miles per hour on the freeway, they are going like 65 and then will randomly brake and then go 45. And then the person behind them in the big lifted truck speeds up on purpose to try to scare them, passes them, goes in front of them, slams on the brakes, and then guns it off. I've seen that like 4 times. I've seen that happen here twice.
Matt, you definitely drove behind me before, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's very much like the opening scene of Christmas Vacation.
But if you see a person's just like fucking on their way and they're pedal to the metal, that's fine. But there are people out here that I've seen who've been trying to like scare other people.
Yes.
I've never seen that on the freeway here in Phoenix, Arizona, on the I-10 and the 60.
Well, traffic is definitely getting worse. Don't care for it. But during COVID times, it was fantastic. Everybody drove 85 miles an hour and it was glorious.
Dallas was amazing.
On the roads, there's never been a better time.
Well, and then after like COVID, the last year probably, there's been a lot of people on the road, but still everybody's traveling 80, 85 miles an hour. And it's still pretty glorious, but now it's people are going the speed limit again, and it's just the absolute worst.
But the amount of people that are driving 80, 85, I feel like are crazy bastards. It's not just like chill people, let's all get over in the left lane and hit up fucking 80, 85 on the phone, on the speed dial.
See, that's the person I want to be.
No, it's let's go.
Also,
let's just whoop around, slam on the brakes, and then speed up.
We don't condone speeding or unsafe driving in any way, shape, form, or capacity.
How many tickets have you had, Nick?
A few. Bitch. I've had 5. That's not true.
How many have you had?
Would everybody admit how?
Yeah, look in the camera in a minute. No, don't do it.
So we're back again, ladies and gentlemen. We had even more technical difficulties, and now I think it's time for us to roll into our newest segment. It's called Rolling With It.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do sometimes, and there's a lot of good podcasts. They just tend to just talk about stuff. You know, like the Joe Rogan podcast, he just turns it on, right? And that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing planned
Yeah,
whatsoever. So
He also smokes a lot of weed, so.
yeah, but he's also a monkey. So to just roll with it, I want to open up the floor with Greg. You're a botanist.
I am?
Yep. Why not?
I would say so.
What?
I feel like you're a botanist, Greg. At this point, I feel like you grow enough plants. I feel like you're a botanist. I would like to hear your opinion of if you're a botanist or not.
I am a amateur botanist, but only a succulent botanist because they're the easiest to take care of. So if you guys can't see it, maybe we'll take a picture and put it on the podcast. But I have a bunch of different species over there to the left, and yeah, I only have to water them like once every week or 2 weeks. So that's why I am a botanist, I guess. And there's a ton of different ones.
What drove this interest initially?
I think I was just walking around Home Depot once, saw a cool looking one, and picked it up, and then just
I could do this.
grew the collection, from there.
Nice.
So,
That's cool.
And one of the coolest ones is called the Mother of Thousands. And I'll show it in the podcast. But it's where it grows like a normal plant, but then it has these big leaves, and then at the end of the leaves are what look like smaller little leaves, but they're actually mini little plants, and the mini plants fall off, and then that's how it propagates. So it just keeps propagating like that instead of having seeds or fruit or bulb or anything.
That's pretty dope.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's my little foray into succulent botany.
I've heard zucchinis are easy to grow.
Oh yeah?
Have you heard this at all?
I don't know. My parents are have their own little backyard garden going, and they have some zucchini back there. So
We seem to become like an Arizona podcast. We're talking about Arizona things today. So like, what are good to grow in Arizona? I don't know.
I think a lot of things. You know, you can grow a lot of things as long as you give it enough shade and water, of course.
Regret, disappointment.
I've killed like 7 plants in my life for sure.
We'll grow. We're going to the disappointing flower.
But peppers are of course really good.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to think of like the bunch of citrus trees are really good.
Top 5 best plants. Yeah, it's 2. Go on.
Fuck this. Plants opium.
Best plants.
Yeah, best plants. We got 2.
Venus flytrap. I love Venus flytraps. That's my top one.
Okay. Ooh.
I mean, we're not talking about growing them in Arizona anymore.
Yeah, I use just top 5 best plants.
All right. Well, Venus flytrap's my top one. What about you guys?
What's helped humanity more than anything else as a plant? Probably
The coffee beans.
Yeah.
I would say over marijuana even. I really like coffee.
There's that bark that makes aspirin too.
Yeah.
DMT bark.
Shit.
Birds of Paradise would look really cool.
Thank you, Nick, for not focusing on drugs. We were dipping in. All right, top 5 worst plants of all time. I'm gonna go ahead and say the. Oh my goodness, you own some of them and they haven't like grown. They're the Asian Japanese type of plant, the bonsai tree. Easily in the top 5 worst plants.
Country mad at you.
Why are they
the Japanese
plants?
bonsai?
Because there's no way you can get them to grow.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the point. They're like difficult to grow.
Well, no, that's not the point. That's terrible.
It's like an art form, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I gotta. You can scam people with them all day.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Got like a pack of like 6 for a Christmas present and scammed money and my life trying to grow that shit. I still have the squirt bottle though.
So we're gonna hate this entire art form just because Matt couldn't make it grow.
I don't think bonsai is an art form, but if you
Oh,
fucking into
shots
bonsais,
fired.
Dude, there's some serious Japanese dudes on YouTube that really care about bonsais.
I bet there's r/bonsai and like.
I've watched some bonsai YouTubes in my life.
My
What'd
parents
you
are taking a
learn?
bonsai class.
Don't do bonsai.
You
Crazy about
gotta snip it the right way. Or else
you gotta wrap wire around the bar and like form it so it grows the way you want it to form to create the right visual image.
Speaking of Asian trees, what's the tree that only blooms at the one time? And I was out in Japan. Shout out to yeah, cool trees.
Cool.
At least top 10 cool trees. So I'm not just hating on all the Asian plants. Also, they're monkeys with the butts. Not a plant, but I feel like they grow those butts like them. Glad you guys laughed at that because you could have not. It was nothing.
Does anyone? Yeah, that's an interesting point.
What's another worst plant? Poison ivy. I've never been stung by poison
Is
ivy.
there a use? Is there like an actual use for poison ivy other than it just messes with humans? You know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Its use is to propagate and survive.
I've gotten it all over my boots before, and then somehow didn't get on my hands. But like I freaked out and washed my boots off. But there's a story at my work of multi-$1,000 company. Every single time we have a health and safety like quick talk, we talk about this poor group of people who got like poison ivy on their pants and then sat down. And they had gloves on and like all this stuff. Took it all off, but somehow was still in their pants. And they touched on the steering wheel, and then he died. No. But it was really bad, and they couldn't work for the whole rest of the week. And it was just like they were so the health and safety team at work was so excited they figured out this puzzle of what happened. They just talk about it all the time. It's great.
You guys gonna get a vasectomy at all?
I've actually been thinking about it.
Dude, so can I tell you something? My dad's never gonna see this.
Oh, I'm being serious.
I don't even care. But like, so me and my brother are 6 years apart, and then like immediately after my brother was born, my dad got a vasectomy. I'm like, dude, it took 6 years. Like, you're not gonna get.
But you just want to be
mom
fucking
pregnant again immediely. I just thought it was a little. I bet he could have gone his entire life without getting that vasectomy. You know what I mean? And not had another kid.
So
it took 6 years in between me.
So your brother was born, vasectomy, 6 years happened, then you?
What? No. That doesn't make any sense. Vasectomies mean you can't have kids.
Well, I know what a vasectomy is.
I was born. My brother was born 6 years later.
Oh, I thought you were.
then my dad had a vasectomy.
I thought
right
you were
after
saying
that.
your brother is older. Okay.
No.
I see. I mean, you can get a vasectomy reversed.
Yeah.
Percentages apparently are lower, but I don't know.
Snip, snap,
I have
snip, snap,
never
snip, snap.
asked my dad if he had a vasectomy after me, and I feel like that's probably a good move after you're done having kids at like 40 years old.
But it's like, dude, why not just
Just blast everywhere.
Oh.